child through at-home donor sperm insemination. So the sperm is sent directly to my house and I inseminate at home, and I have gotten pregnant before. I have a daughter from this when I did it in 2018. And so when she was 8 months old, I started trying again. And from then until now, I have had, as far as I know, to be 11 chemical pregnancies. I've gotten pregnant 11 times. I have had positive pregnancy tests all along up until a period would start. And so anyway, I'm still hopeful. I'm hoping that the next egg is the healthy egg, and I am just really committed to doing this as long as I possibly can. Donor sperm is expensive, and thank you for all of those people who have donated to my GoFundMe, and I have had a few more come in, and I would like to put your names down below to say thank you so much for your generosity in donating to my GoFundMe. You are awesome, and it's because of you all that I have been able to inseminate this last time and then this time. So because of you all, I have been able to inseminate twice now. So anyway, my sperm are on their way. They are coming on Tuesday. It is cycle day 6 right now, which is a little early to start testing for ovulation, but I'm getting a ton of cramping in my ovaries. And usually when I start to feel that, things are picking up, which is fine, because if I ovulate on Thursday or Friday, I have gotten pregnant with cycle day 10 and cycle day 11 eggs before. So anyway, and this time I'm going to be using the Pink Holder Clear Blue Digital Ovulation Predictor Test. So anyway, these are my favorite. It's either surge or no surge. No flashing smiley face to throw me off, and that can be fun or it can be very stressful. So I am choosing, I still have my purple holder from last time because you can use them again and again until the battery dies. But I'm just gonna do the pink holder this time because all I really need is, am I surging, am I not surging? That's all I need to know. So anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and test this urine. It is almost 2 o'clock in the afternoon, cycle day 6, and I just wanna see, I'm expecting it to be an empty circle, but I just wanna see how dark the line is getting and how close I am to quite possibly surging a little early. So anyway, let's get to it. Okay, so it is a package of 20, and so I pulled one of the test sticks out, and then here is the holder that it comes with. So I'm gonna go ahead and open it up here and pull it out, and so it just looks like that. For any of you who have never used these before, I really like these. And even though they're not 100% accurate, you know what they always say, it's always 99% accurate, because there are times where you could get a positive surge, but you fail to ovulate. So anyway, I'm gonna go ahead arrow to arrow, and actually I'm gonna pop the cap because I don't want it to error if I try to pull the cap off. Because if I pull it back off, it might yank the stick too, and then it would have an error book in the window, so I just want to avoid that altogether. It might not be with this particular holder, but I've had that happen in the past, and so. Anyway, so I am going to go ahead and dip this for 15 seconds and see how dark this line is getting. Okay, and of course I hope it's an empty circle. I am cycle day 6. I do not want to see a smiley face today. I want to see a smiley face on Thursday. Today is Sunday, January 9th. Always makes me nervous. Okay, good. Yeah, I do not want to see a smiley face today. But let's take a look at the lines and see what's going on. Okay, this line is very light and I am so happy, but yet it's not too light. But this is the kind of line I want to see on cycle day 6 for sure. So this makes me very happy that things are not out of control and happening way, way, way too soon. Okay, so anyway, that is good for me. So like I said, in a perfect world, I would ovulate on day 13, which was always my ovulation day for years and years and years. And ovulation day, cycle day 13 was when I got pregnant with my daughter. So, but I have started ovulating a little earlier, and it has been pretty much cycle day 11, sometimes 12, which is still fine for me. But I would love to ovulate on cycle day 13. But at any rate, that looks good. Okay, it is almost 6 o'clock in the evening, cycle day 7. Still hoping for just an empty circle, as I don't want anything to happen too soon. Okay, let's see if the line is getting darker. Okay, yeah, that is definitely darker than yesterday, so it is starting to pick up for sure. So, be very interested to see how cycle day 8 goes tomorrow, because it's getting darker. All right, be back at cycle day 8. Okay, so it is only cycle day 8, but Fertile CM showed up today, and I got a box of just the Easy at Home LH strips because I like to test with those along with my Clear Blue Digital. So I dipped one of those first, and I'm gonna go take a look at that and then see what the lines look like, and then I'm gonna take my Clear Blue Pink Holder Digital. That is pretty dark. Okay. Let's go ahead and take the digital. The app gave this a 0.73. So let's see what happens here. Oh my gosh, I'm not surprised. I knew it. Oh my gosh, I knew it. Wow. Okay. I'm not surprised at all. I have fertile cervical mucus, and I've had so much activity going on in my ovaries. Wow. Okay, so 0.73 and a smiley face. All right. And it's only cycle day 8, so I'm the sperm are gonna come this afternoon, and so I'm going to wait, and I'm going to inseminate tomorrow morning on ovulation day, because I believe tomorrow is ovulation day. And yeah, that came quick this time. But I believe that, I believe everything's okay, and that this egg is going to be mature and healthy and fertile. Okay, well, quick ovulation video. So, not a whole lot of waiting around. This will, of course, get darker, and tomorrow this should be probably darker than the control line. And yeah, so that's it. I will check back once the sperm get here and let you know when I inseminated and when I felt my ovulation pain, and we will start the countdown until pregnancy testing. Okay, so I'm going to take a look at this line here. Let me back this up a little bit. Okay, So I'm just gonna hit the eject button and see what this line looks like. Yeah, it's pretty dark. It's not super, super dark, but it'll definitely get darker later, but I don't need to do this anymore. Not today anyway. So I like to see about when it ends, so I might test again after I have my pain tomorrow, and just to double check that it's over. So I like to do that sometimes, just curious to see when exactly, or roughly about how long my surge actually lasted. Now this could have started earlier this morning. I don't know because I did not test this morning, and it is about 2:30 in the afternoon. So this could have been positive this morning. I don't know, but yeah. So anyway, but I tested yesterday and it was negative. So I definitely know it started sometime today, which means tomorrow would be my ovulation day. So now I'm just waiting for the sperm to show up. Okay, so it is ovulation day and it is the afternoon, and I took this just now. And the test line on the left is a little bit darker than the control line. And the app gave it a 1.19. So that's kind of fun. So yeah, so I inseminated last night at 10 p.m. and I'm just kind of waiting on ovulation pain. So once that happens, I'll let you know, and we'll start the countdown for pregnancy testing. Okay, so it is Wednesday evening, cycle day 9, but honestly, I think things started happening because my period was like 2 days late. So I think it started to happen while I should have started my period. But anyway, because I'm like, I can't be only cycle day 9. But anyway, but yeah, I'm starting to have ovulation pain, so I'm excited, but it's making me very dizzy. Anyway, so it's making me really dizzy. I'm taking one of these just to see if it's still going on. It should still be positive. Or maybe not, I don't know, I just guzzled a bunch of water. But we're going on 7:30 at night, so it's almost been 30 hours since I caught the surge from yesterday. Okay, and then look at that, that's insane. So I haven't taken a picture yet, so I don't know what the app is giving it. But anyway, so yeah, it gets really dark. It gets really, really dark on ovulation day. And like I said, I'm starting to have my cramps now. Okay, so it gave it a 1.47. And the test line is clearly darker than the control line. So that's fun to see. I love seeing that. And this is just pretty much just matching lines. So anyway, yeah, so I am pretty much having my cramping right now, and so I'm ovulating late tonight. It's been about 30 hours since I caught the start of my surge. It could have started earlier in the day, but I caught it around a little after 2 p.m. yesterday. So anyway, yeah. Okay, so it is 10 a.m. January 13th, and I finally have a negative test, and this is in the, I think it's 0.79, or the one before it was 0.79. I actually have not taken a picture of this yet, but it's low like that, in the 70s, I think. So anyway, I thought I would add this because there are some of you that actually are interested in stuff like this, maybe because your own cycle is like this and you're not sure why or if it's normal or whatever. And I'm not saying it's normal, but this is what happened to me. So I'm just gonna sit down for a second. So basically, I got my surge 2 days ago on the 11th. January 11th at about 2:18 p.m. I got my positive smiley face on my pink clear blue holder. Then all day yesterday, is usually, it's always the second day after I see the surge that I get super dark lines. So, you know, it picks up by the next day, everything's super dark. And like I showed earlier, I had the LH strip from Easy at Home. The test line was way darker. It actually left the control line faded. And I don't think I've ever seen it that dark before. And again, you know, it's whether or not you have, I mean, yes, the surge is strong and everything, and this surge for some reason was really, really strong. Actually to the point of like major dizziness last night, which I'm not saying that's a good thing, but left me dizzier than I ever have been before. I usually get a little dizzy with ovulation, but not like last night. And also, so it was so dark, darker than I've ever had, but then it continued on. I continued to have positives with the digital all throughout the day and night. Just testing in the afternoon and in the evening. And then before I went to bed, I started to have some feelings of achiness last night. So, but this morning, this is where it gets interesting. Basically, oh, hello. So basically, I pretty much fell asleep right at 10 p.m. And I went to the bathroom right before I went to bed. So I woke up about 3:50 or so and decided to test my urine. And the lawn crew's here. So I'm in an apartment complex. So I tested with an LH strip, and it was very dark, but the lines were matching. And I did the pink holder test just to see, and it was still a positive smiley face. So I was kind of like, oh no, you know, what happened? Did I not ovulate? But then I was starting to feel major pain coming on, and I actually felt a sharp burning sensation out of my right ovary when I crawled back into bed around 4:15 or so. Then also, before I got out of bed at 3:50, I went ahead and took my basal body temperature, and it came up 97.37, which was a rise. The day before was 0.18. So I thought, oh my gosh, so I think I was actually in the middle of ovulation at that point. So then I woke up at about 7:15, took my basal body temperature before I got out of bed again, and that was like a solid 3 hours of sleep. I mean, I was dreaming and everything, and my temperature went way up to 97.95. I don't remember it ever taken that much of a jump before. So, and that was with 3 hours. So that was kind of fun to see. But when I tested my urine, it was still a positive smiley face. And I think it's just because it was so strong, it took several urines to like get out of my, to finally show up negative. So I believe I totally ovulated at like 4 a.m., somewhere around there. So anyway, so that kind of makes my surge about 38 hours. So, and I think, and that's why, like with the clear blue digital purple, it locks it in for 48 hours because they know that, some women do 12 hours, some are 24, it's never, some 19. I mean, I ovulated at 19. One time I ovulated at 22 hours after catching my surge, and so it just depends, but it's within a 2-day span. So I caught mine at 2:18 p.m. on January 11th and did not get a negative until 10 a.m. 2 days later. So, so anyway, so for any of you that are, finding that helpful, I hope you find that helpful. So, because sometimes women are like, why am I surging this long? Or it's so, so that's, to me, it's pretty normal. So anyway, if you like that kind of information, I hope that you find that helpful. I think some people think that, you know, why was it positive after I ovulated or after I had that ovulation pain? And here is my example. It was totally positive after I had ovulation pain. And I think it's just because there was so much of it in my urine that it just took a while to taper off to finally show a negative test. Anyway, so I'm so excited. So today is ovulation day. So Friday will be 1DPO, and that is it. And I look forward to pregnancy testing, and I will see you in that next video. Bye.